Hi guys, welcome to this 3 days training. And this is going to be very important topic, or yes, an important um, series of events. So I would like you to do your best to follow through from the beginning to the end, right? So we're talking about a lot of things, right? So this is day one of the events we are having. This is in preparation for 2024, right? The title of this um training is Paraskevi, right? Um, I will just be talking about a lot of things, and I will try to be as brief as possible and straight to the point, right? You know, the purpose of this um training is to clear the path for 2024, right? So Paraskevi is a Greek word, right? And the Greek word means preparation, right? So when you're preparing for something, you can refer to that as that act of preparation, right? We call it Paraskevi, right? It means preparation, right? A popular saying goes that if you are not preparing to succeed, then you're planning to fail, right? Because when you don't do what is required, right? Or let me put it the right way, it says failure to plan is planning to fail, right? So we're preparing ourselves for 2024. 2024 has been declared our our year of evidence, right? So there are certain things I believe that we should put in place, right? These things are not chat related, right? One of the issues, and if you're listening to me now and what you're thinking is that I'm going to come and teach you a new strategy, then you're very wrong, because this training is not about chat. By God's grace, I have done a 30 days training on this YouTube channel. The 30 days training was about chat, right? Our October YouTube mentorship. So you can go through the videos. It's in a playlist, all 30 videos of the mentorship. All right. So if you want chats, you can go through other videos. But this training is specifically to prepare us for 2024. Right. So welcome to Paraskevi 2024, right? So in this particular segment of this teaching, today we're talking about planning. It's mostly about planning, right? How to plan, what to do, what to put in place, right? What we're talking about today, planning. And when we talk about planning, we're going to be talking about, first of all, we'll talk about trading plan. That'll be one of the things to talk about today. Talk about your trading plan. Some people will find it difficult to know what a trading plan is, how to, we'll talk about goals, right? Planning towards your goals. So you see under planning, and if you have a trading plan, and then those are the basic things I'm going to talk about. So now we have gotten this. So we are preparing for 2024, and one of the first things I would like you to do, right? I want you to do this. If possible, pause this video and go and do this. Right. The first thing I would like you to do is to have a goal for 2024. Okay, we are beginning January. What do you want to achieve by mid 2024? What do you want to achieve by December? Right? One of the most popular sayings says that, I think the Bible says, write the vision plain on paper so that whoever is running can see it. Right? So you have to write your goals. Right? This is one of the things that helps me to achieve things. I write goals down. Right? I remember writing right now I'm recording this. Right. So before I got the system I'm recording this video with currently, what did I do? I had to write it down. I wrote it down that I'm getting this laptop. I went as specific as possible. So now this is how this thing works. Goals actually need to be specific, right? I'm just giving you guys the things you need to put in place for 2024 to see what. So now, if you are playing a football match now, and the football match, there's no goalpost, how are you going to know if you're succeeding or not? What is going to be your drive? What is going to be your focus for the football match? There's no goalpost, just play as you like. You see that there will be no orderliness, there will be no definiteness of purpose, right? So your goal has to be definite. I want to achieve this. I want to have this by the end of the year or by the last quarter of the year, right? Depends on you. So you have to write those goals down for 2024. And it's always best you have a 5-year goal. But for the sake of this training, just have 1 year. What do you want to achieve in the next 1 year? And it doesn't have to be something that is too small. So the trick here is it doesn't have to be something that is too far and not something that is too close, right? It's easy to say I want to have 500,000 naira. That is too close, right? It's too close to where you are currently. You have to put something that's not too close to where you are currently and something that's not too far because it will discourage you. Imagine me saying that I want to be as rich as Davido, that is a billionaire by December. You can see that I'm putting a goal that is too far to reach. So you want to show your goals and your total things that are possible, but will require effort to get it. So you want to put it in the middle level between very close and very far. It has to be in between, not too far or too close, right, to your current state. So you have to have the exact thing you want to have in mind, right? Now, when you write this thing down, what happens is that events begin to unfold. This is what they call the law of attraction. When you write those goals down and you have them on a piece of paper or your journal or your iPad, you have those goals down and you think about them regularly, you review them regularly. What happens is that events that, when that thing is in your mind, I've noticed that when you see a blue car, maybe you see a blue Avalon for the first time, right? You have been seeing Avalon before, but you would not notice it before, right? It is from the moment you see that Avalon for the first time and you put your mind on that Avalon, that is when you begin to see it everywhere. Every guy is starting to go to Avalon because now that thing is now your consciousness. So the law of attraction states that whatever you think about a lot, whatever you hold in your mind for a long time, you are more likely to achieve it. So the goal is to write it down on the paper so you can always have that objective in mind, right? That is the first thing I want you to do before any other thing. I want you to write down your goals for 2024. One of my goals for 2024 is to be funded $1 million in prop firm capital or investor funds, right? I want to have $1 million funded account. It's not so far. Sometimes it's going to take a lot of work, but it's not so far from where I am, right? So you have to write these goals down. What do you want to have by December? And it's best you write those things that are not too materialistic, right? Not too materialistic. Something that you know that your passion for it will always be burning. Let's assume that, okay, you say that I have a goal of being fair in complexion, right? And you're dark. You can say that goal on its own. It doesn't really carry any weight to you because you being fair or dark, it does not really do what? It doesn't really have any effects or any difference to make, right? So your goals for 2024 has to be something that is very important to you, something that is a burning obsession for you. Right? Don't also put anything there because those things will likely not achieve it because you don't have a passion for it. Right? So don't put something like I want to be fair in complexion or um, I want to travel to Lagos. Those things are not goals because they're not very important. So you have to write down those things that you feel are very, very important to you, right? Those things that you know that if you have it, it will make a difference in your family. It will make a difference in your whole life. That is what you should put down in your goals, right? I want to have a white Ferrari because it's important to you, right? I'm not saying it's wrong to have materialistic things, but write down things that are very important to you. And those are the things that you have the obsession for. So you want to write those things down that you know that if those things are in your life, it will make you very happy and it will make others around you very happy. It has to be something that will be able to improve on your life, right? So you can say, okay, you can group it into 5. Okay, now financial goals. Can I talk about my financial goals? Right? My financial goals for December 2024, 2024 financial goals, you can put how much I want to have this amount of money in my bank account. I want to have this amount of capital. You can write the financial goals. You can write your health goals. I want to lose this amount of weight, right? I want to have this. You can put your spiritual goals. I want to pray. I want to be able to pray for this amount of hours on a daily basis, this and that, right? So you have to put all those things down. You have to write all those things down. Very important, right? You have to put all those things. Relationship goals. I want to make friends with this caliber of people, this, that. You have to write all those things down. But for this training, we will focus more on the financial goal aspect, right? So you have those financial goals. That's the first thing you do, right? You write down the goals. This is what you want to have I want to have this amount of money. I want to have this amount of capital. I want to have this amount of success in my trading, right? When you write those goals down, now when you have written your goals down, you now begin to look back. Okay, what are the things I need to put in place to achieve these goals, right? You have your financial goals listed down. The next thing you have to do is to identify the things that you need to put in place. Okay, now, okay, let's assume that, okay, theoretically speaking, I have a financial goal of 1,000. Okay, I have a goal of, okay, I acquired $1 million funded account, right? This is my goal now. This is my personal goal, right? I'm not setting, I'm not just use that as an example. Okay, now I want to have $1 million as my capital by next year, right? So now this is my goal. I've written it down, and it's very important to me because finances can do a whole lot for my family, right? We need money in my family. So it's very important to me. It's going to improve my standard of living. It's going to do so many things for me if I can achieve it, right? That is why it's very important. So I'm looking at this goal as something that is not so far, but it's achievable to me. So now what is the next thing to do? When you have written down my goal down, next thing you have to now start to do is you have to think about the things that the things that you can do to actually actualize that goal. Okay, now if I have a goal of being funded, what is the next thing I have to do? Obviously, if I want to get one, I have to do what? I have to do what? Pass challenges, right? So I have to pass challenges, right? So how many challenges am I passing? Probably I have to pass like I can say okay, 200K times 5, or I have to pass 400K times 2, then 400K times 2, then plus 200K, right? I see how I'm breaking the goal down. I have to pass challenges, or if I want to collect investors, so you have to say, okay, you have to start advertising on this. So you have to write these things down. So now I've gotten the next step to do it is to pass challenges what this amount to get a million fund accounts. So now, if I have gotten that, what is the next thing I need to do? I have to do it. I have to do it. Raise money to buy the challenges, right? You're going to buy the challenges. Are you going to buy it with your money? Are you going to buy it with investors' money? So you have to now think about how to raise the money. Okay, am I going to be trading for investors? Are they going to buy the account for me and we share profits? Am I going to buy with my own money? Okay, if I'm buying with my own money, how am I going to raise the money? Am I going to increase? Am I going to venture into new businesses? Am I going to market more? So what would be my goal for this? How much? Those are the things you have to put in place. You have to now start drafting out the plan, right? This is Paraskevi 2024. You have to have that goal, and then you have to start drafting the plan. Okay, now, I don't know how to trade, and I want to acquire this. Okay, what do I need to do? I have to go for mentorship. Okay, I need more knowledge. So where can I get the knowledge? I can get from Electronics Academy. Because you're right, okay, I need mentorship. I need mentorship, right? So I can be able to learn better. So I will need to pass challenges, right? I will need to do is increase income sources, right? Have to increase your source of income. You have to start putting those things down. Those things you need to put to be able to actualize that $1 million funded account goal, right? These are the things you have to put in place. You have to put all these things in place, right? So you need mentorship. You need to increase your income sources. You have to do, you have to be involved in crypto, because crypto has a lot of money in crypto. So you have to be involved in crypto. So you might need to learn more about crypto. So you have to put all these things in place, right? I see what I'm driving at. So that is how to plan. You have the goal first, and then start to look at the things that can make that goal possible. That is how you plan. You look at, these are the goals I want to achieve, and these are the things I have to do to make it possible. And that is the goal of planning, right? You write it down, and then you start to brainstorm. Okay, if I want to, okay, I have to pay for mentorship. This is the amount of money I have to pay. I have to pay this month. You have to put all those things in place, right? I'm not here to teach you about planning. I'm not giving you guys the blueprint for how to plan 2024. Now, when you have put all these things in place, you notice that you'll be very, very focused. You know that to achieve this $1 million account, you have to pay for mentorship, you have to pass challenges, you have to get more income sources, you have to get more money from crypto, you have to maybe apply for a better businesses, you have to if you run a course sale, you have to get more clients, you have to do all those things. So you have to identify those things that can make your goal possible and start doing them. So you have to have the goal in mind, but you're focused on what the actions involved in making those things possible. So it's not just one thing, it's not just to just write a goal and just paste it somewhere. You have to write the goal down, always remember that this is my goal and this is what I have to do to achieve it. That is what many of you don't do. And this is why I laugh at a lot of you. So maybe guys will be on Twitter and you're looking for free accounts. Okay, now imagine that I want to get a million funded, and what I'm putting is that I want to I'll put giveaway accounts, which is based on luck. Giveaway account doesn't make any sense that I'm putting giveaway account as one of the ways you get $1 million funded. Giveaway accounts, you see. So you have to plan for 2024. You put the things that you need to put in place. Am I paying for mentorship? How am I going to raise the fund to acquire these accounts? Okay, which account am I buying first? Okay, now if I want to get $1 million funded by December, obviously I won't buy the account at once. Okay, I can start. Okay, first of all, in January, I'm going to buy, let's say I'm going to buy a 50K account. Let's say January, I'm going to buy a 50K account. And then if I pass it, I can now use the profits or the process on there to buy maybe to buy a 100K account. Then if I now pass that one, I will now use the profit from there to buy maybe a 400K account, because the account is cheaper when it goes up. So you can say, okay, I'm going to use it to buy a 400K account. That is $2,000. I'm going to use the profit from here to buy a 400K account. So from there, you scale up, all right? So from there, you scale up. All right, this is Paraskevi 2024. So you're looking at all these things, you're planning, you're putting all these things in place, and that is how you're able to achieve your goals. Well, I don't want to waste too much time on talking about this. I want to let you guys know that if you want to achieve anything, just look at other years. Other years, you will say this year will be better, but what will be better by? You don't have anything that you have in mind. So you have to have all these things in place. You have to paste it on your room. If possible, paste your goals where you can always see them, and always review the things you have written down to achieve those goals, right? And also, one last thing about goals, you have to reflect. All right, so sorry, my recording software it had a slight interruption of the network service I'm currently at. So, like I was saying, those plans have to be put in place, because that is the only way you can achieve as your vision. Remember what I told you, that if you don't have a goalpost, then you can just end up anywhere. A man that does not have where he's going can go anywhere, right? So you have to know where you're going and what you need to do. If I'm traveling to Kaduna now, I know that when I'm traveling to Kaduna, am I using flights? Okay, I'm using flights. How am I going to raise the money? What time am I going to use? Which airline am I going to use? What day am I going to go? What month? All right. Which hotel am I going to lodge in if I get there? How long am I staying there? Those are the things you should ask. That is how to live your life. Always live your life based on procedures. Don't just, I want to achieve this thing just like that. What is your plan? Nothing. You have to put all those things in place. And I want to add something there. When putting in your plans, you have to add what you call flexibility. Right? Don't be flexible. Right? Flexible with the method. The goal doesn't change, but the methods can change, right? Because sometimes at your current state, what you are thinking, right? Let's assume that maybe I plan to get 1 million funded through prop firms. Meanwhile, there are investors around me that are willing to give me that amount of money. If I can, so you have to be flexible. Sometimes your goals might not come the exact way you plan it to be, but the goal is still the goal. But what it changes is your methods. So you might say, okay, I will learn how to do website designs. Okay, because there's money in website designs. So before, web design was not in your plan, but you now saw the need to add it. Okay, this can give me a lot of money to add up, and then you put it in. So that is how you do things. You can be flexible with your methods, but the goal does not change, right? Have the definite goal, and then you can always change the method if this one is not yielding the kind of results you want, right? It's very, very important. And then the final thing about planning, that you must believe in yourself, believe in the goal. Remember, I told that you must write something that is very important to you, because when you write something that's very important to you, you'll find it more easy to believe, because it's not easy to believe something that's not important to you. That's not that I write a goal now that I want to get married by December. Meanwhile, currently, I don't have any interest in family life. I don't have interest in being accountable to anybody. I don't really have any. Let's give an example. Let's give an example. This was an example. So imagine I want to get married in December next year, and I don't have any plans. I don't have any lady in mind. I don't know how to communicate. I don't have any passion about it, but I just want to get married. You see, it's not going to work because that goal is not important to me. What is important to me, then you will see that it will be right. So sorry, I have a lot of breakages. So, like I was saying, you can be flexible with your methods, but the goal still remains exactly the same, right? You can be very flexible with your methods, right? So, but the goal remains the same, right? So let's just round up with a trading plan. So now, what's a trading plan? A trading plan is your plan. This is something I've not really discussed. The trading plan is simply um your set of rules, right? Or your plan for your trading career, right? So trading plan is simply the things, the elements that you feel will bring about your success. So now, what are the things that should be a trading plan? Number one, you have to have the assets you trade. You have to pick your assets. This is where you have to pick your assets. So it's very important. That must be a trading plan. Right? It must be a trading plan. So you have assets you trade. Number two, you must have what? You must have your risk parameters. Very important. That's the thing that must be a trading plan. Because remember, I'm asking what is trading plan, right? So you have your risk parameters. You have your what? Reason your top-down analysis checklist. You have a top-down analysis checklist, how you analyze the market. So you have a top-down analysis checklist. What are you looking at? What are you using for your trade? And what are you looking at? What time frame are you looking at? What are you on your PUI? All those things. You have to have a checklist for your top-down analysis. Then this is a trading plan now. So you must have what again? You must have your entry confirmation, right? You have your entry confirmation criteria. So what would you see before you enter a trade, right? Very important, right? Your entry confirmation criteria. So you have your entry confirmation, right? You have to have, what again do you have to have? You have to decide what kind of trader you want to be. You have to, down is part of, it's not part of trading plan, but you have to decide, are you going to swing? Are you going to trade, right? Then you have to pick the sessions to trade. You have to know the sessions you have to trade, right? Sessions, are you going to trade in London? Are you going to trade in Asia? All those things, right? In my paid mentorship, I've taught them how to choose pairs and the sessions to choose those pairs. And that's part of it that's in the paid mentorship. So I won't go much there because it's taking a lot of time to explain that. There are specific sessions for specific pairs, right? So that is part of the paid mentorship stuff. I don't want to go there because it's going to take me a lot of time to start explaining which one is Asian pair, which one is London pair, which one is New York pair, what time to trade it, all those things. It's very, very long. You can get that in the paid mentorship. If you want to have access to it, use the link in the description. So you have to look at the session section at time for your trades. And then, this is a trading plan. You must have a profit target, and loss limit, right? It's very important. You must have your loss limit for the day, for the week. Okay, how much should I make and I will stop trading? How much should I make? How much should I lose and I stop trading? So you have to put all those things in place, right? It's very, very important. You have to have your loss limit. Like for me, 2% is my loss limit for a day. Once I hit 2%, I'm done. And I think 3% is my profit target. So yeah, so I use the same profit and loss. So I use 2% profit target for the day and 2% loss limit for the day. So I just use it the same. So if I lose 2%, I'm done. If I make 2%, sometimes I make 3, but usually I don't go more than 2.5% a day. If I make 2.5%, I'm done for that day until the next day, right? Or unless I want to just hold the trade and see how far I can go. But originally, my target for a day is 2% if I'm trading on a profit account, right? So I have to just do that. So I have your profit target and loss limit for the day and for the week, right? Then when you put all those things in place, then you begin to see how trading becomes easy. Now, remember that assuming that you have a good strategy. So all these things are good if you have a good strategy and you have back tested, right? So then you will know what to look at for your top analysis. You will know your entering confirmation. You have your session on time. All these things, from number 3 to 5 are things that are determined by back testing. So if you back test, you will know what pair to look at. You know the checklist for your top analysis, your entering confirmation, your sessions, and your time. You put on, this is just a trading plan, right? You guys have been asking for this is trading plan. And risk parameters, how much you risk per trade, right? How what is your are you going from 1:2? Are you going from 1:3? Are you going to 1:4? You have your risk parameters. How many how many percent per trade? For the A plus setups, how much are you risking? How many how many accounts are you trading at once? And put like the 20 different accounts at once. They have to just decide all that risk parameter. You must put it in place. It's very important because you must always stick to the risk parameters. You must stick with this trading plan. You must not jump through assets. Like for instance, now as I'm here, nothing can make me to trade something like, let's say, something like USD Chef, sorry, USD NZD, right? You can't see me doing NZD USD, or you can't see me doing something like Mexican peso because they are not on my trading plan. My trading plan already has its own asset. You can see at the right there. These are my assets. You can see them here. These are the things I look at. Right. I don't trade all of them at once, but I'm looking at only this pairs here. Right. I'm looking at only this pairs here. Right. I look at gold. I those are the pairs I look at, not trade. I just look at them. Right. So the pairs I look at GPUSD, DXY. So you must have the things that you look at. They're under your assets you trade, so you can have a focus. You're not trying to trade everything. So you can be master of the pair. You can be able to understand what the market is doing. Because, for instance, now if someone come and ask me now, go and trade Mexican peso, I don't know what the chart is doing. So it's likely I'm going to make some mistakes. When you focus on few pairs, then you know, okay, this is the pair I am trading. All right, this is the pair I'm trading. This is the pair I'm trading. This is what the market is doing. The interest rate for this market is currently this. That you will be able to know things, deep details about the asset because they are not plenty. But when you're trading different things, it makes it very difficult. So just streamline. For instance, synthetic now. Currently, on synthetic, I only trade only 3 pairs. I only trade VIS10. These are the only pairs I trade on static VIS10, V75, and stepping. These are the only 3 pairs. You won't see me trading VIS25. You won't see me trading 50S. You won't see me trading any others apart from these 3 pairs. That is focus. I only focus on only these 3 pairs. That is all. Right, for synthetic. While on currency, I'm mostly on the GBP, USD, Euro USD, and indices. All right, I don't really trade anything more than that. So this is basically how to add rule-based ideas to your trading. Right, it's very important. You must trade based on rules. Right, trading plan is very important. It makes you to be very balanced. Right, so you must have all these things, all these 6 things in place. Right, very important. You must have these 6 things in place. Right, I think that we should end this teaching here. I don't want this video to be so long. So tomorrow we're going to be talking more. We're going to talk more about psychology tomorrow, how to improve your psychology. That is what to talk about tomorrow. But for today, just how to plan, how to set goals, how to put all these things in place. It's very important that you have all these things in place, right? All these things, you must have your entry confirmation. You must have the reason. Okay, this is what I must see before I take a trade. This